Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. My name is Samuel Reese, coming to you live tonight across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. And it's Game 5 of this best-of-7 first-round series in the East Division as the Boston Bruins and Washington Capitals face off as the series returns to the nation's capital at Capital One Arena. Starting goalies tonight, Tuukka Rask for Boston and Ilya Samsonov for Washington. Rask just 1 goal out on 20 shots faced in Game 4. Samsonov, on the other hand, 4 goals allowed on 37 shots faced. Welcome into the broadcast, Connor. Thanks for tuning in right away. Much appreciated. Alex Ovechkin, obviously a key part of this Capitals team. He is on a 4-game point streak currently as we are set to drop the puck, and we are officially underway in Game 5 of this series. The Boston Bruins, after losing Game 1, have won the last 3 and have a chance to be the first team, or actually Colorado might be the first or second team to punch their ticket into the second round of the NHL playoffs. Boston won Game 4 in rather dominant fashion, especially compared to the other games in the series, all of which went to overtime until Game 4, which was won 4-1 by the Bruins. Let's get to the lineups tonight. Marchand, Bergeron, and Pastrnak on the first line for Boston. Hall, Krejci, and Smith making up the second line. Ritchie, Coyle, and DeBrusk on line 3. And then it's Corrali, Lazar, and Wagner on the fourth line. For Boston's defense, Grzelcyk and McAvoy are on the first line. Riley and Carlo on the second line. And then it's Tenorti and Clifton on the third line. Tenorti filling in for the injured Kevin Miller. I'll get to Washington's lineup in a moment. Face off in the Boston zone. Kicked to the far corner by Ovechkin. Now behind the goal, it's Anthony Mantha. First line for the Capitals on offense, made up of Ovechkin, Backstrom, and Mantha. Sherry, Eller, and Oshie on the second line. Sprong, Kuznetsov, and Wilson on the third line. And then it's Hagelin, Dowd, and Hathaway on the fourth line. Meanwhile, on defense, Orlov and Carlson are on line 1. Dylan and Schultz on the second line. And last but not least, Chara and Jensen on the third line of Washington. David Pastrnak scored in Game 4. In his playoff career, has actually averaged 1.02 points per game in 57 games. That leads the active roster for Boston. He was a bit sluggish to get this series underway, but able to get off the mark and score in Game 4. It's an elimination game for the Capitals, of course, as the Bruins will clear this out to center, and a hand pass ruled against Craig Smith as play is halted. Early stages, a 7:10 local time puck drop. David Pastrnak, his goal in Game 4 actually snapped a 5-game goal drought that he was in the midst of. Faceoff comes at center ice. It's Krejci against Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov wins it. Back it goes to Orlov. Orlov dumps it in, and chasing it is Carlo. Battle for the puck behind the goal of Tuukka Rask. Coming away with possession is Mike Riley. Riley the lead pass to Krejci. Now down the left wing, Taylor Hall hits the brakes. Hall bumped down. The pass escapes the offensive zone for Boston. They'll re-enter with David Krejci. Krejci moving in, fires one on goal, and a glove save made as that's held onto by Samsonov. Taylor Hall has been an extremely beneficial addition to the Bruins. He was, of course, picked up at the trade deadline from the Buffalo Sabres. And he's been rejuvenated in a way. Finally, with a cup contending team, as the Capitals control the defensive zone faceoff. Nick Jensen passes it ahead. Hagelin on the chase. Now it's into the Bruins end with Garnet Hathaway. Hathaway dumps one in, finds Hagelin. Back to Hathaway now in the far corner. Hagelin shielding the puck. Now it'll be wound up to the left point with Chara. Chara feeds it back down low. Tenorti's there, who is in the lineup replacing Kevin Miller, who was the victim of that dirty hit delivered by Orlov in Game 4 at TD Garden a couple nights ago. Now a jam along the end boards. Battle for the puck. It won't come loose quite yet. Charlie Coyle kicks it out, and now it comes to Nick Ritchie. Ritchie will float one ahead, and Char is back to it for the Capitals. And that will be offsides. What's going on, Ava? Welcome into the broadcast. Unfortunately, I am not allowed to show the game due to copyright reasons. YouTube is very strict with their with copyright. So if I showed you the game, I guarantee you YouTube would ban my channel. They're very strict with copyright restrictions. So unfortunately, I can't show you the game. I would if I was able to, but this is a live commentary stream. This game is on the USA Network for viewers in the United States, as that shot is fired in on goal. Save made, rebound loose. Oshie now in possession for the Capitals. Oshie's pass blocked off by Bergeron. Bergeron sends it in deep. Pasternak on the chase. Marchand will send it up to the right point. McAvoy's shot blocked, and now it could lead to a chance at the other end. Sherry is on the chase. Getting there first, though, is Grzelcyk in recovery. And he'll wind it out to the neutral zone. It's won back by TJ Oshie. Sherry unable to get it deep. And the Bruins once more in possession. 0-0. Early stages of this one. Thanks, everyone, for tuning into the broadcast. Hit delivered there by Sean Corrali. And here's a chance. Fed down low, and Corrali sends it across the crease. What a chance that was for the Bruins. Best look yet. Now the other way. Brendan Dillon will dump one in. Anthony Mantha chasing it down. Helping out for a moment was Backstrom. Here's Mike Riley tapping it ahead for Brandon Carlo. 4 minutes gone in the nation's capital. Mantha got a piece of that as it's tapped forward by Nick Ritchie. Ovechkin back to it, who will leave it for Justin Schultz. Schultz will slow down as a quick change is made. Now Char leading the attack through center. Char the lead pass. Dowd will swing it around to the far corner. Craig Smith digs it out. Back out to center ice. Here's Zdeno Chara. Nick Dowd gaining the line. Dowd all the way down low, taking it around the Bruins goal. Now finds Hagelin. Hagelin looking to pass it in front. Blocked by Tenorti. Wraparound effort just wide. What a chance that was for Washington. Some good looks early on for both sides. Now it's sent cross ice by Orlov. Winding up and firing in a slap shot was Jensen, but Rask said no. Now it's fought for behind the goal. Krejci picks it up. Krejci will flip it ahead on the backhand. It gets by Hall, and Smith takes a big hit as he goes tumbling in front of the Boston bench. And now a scrum afterwards, and Chara is going at it here. Chara attacking Tenorti. Jared Tenorti and Zdeno Chara, two big guys. Of course, no one bigger than Chara himself. But Tenorti, certainly the one player on the Bruins that could at least have a fighting chance against Chara. No fight here as the referees settle down the situation. Well, some chances at both ends. First, we saw that opportunity for Corrali. His redirection went right across the goal crease. And then Dowd with the wraparound effort on the backhand. Denied by Rask. Welcome into the broadcast, Jordan. I appreciate that. No, it's no problem. I completely understand, Ava's request. No issues whatsoever. I understand that, people try to find streams of the games, and I understand that some people, can't afford, their cable, a cable subscription to watch the game, or a streaming subscription to watch the game. But unfortunately, as I said, I can't show it for copyright reasons. So on this channel, you'll find live play-by-play commentaries of the game. So if you can't watch it, It's essentially a radio broadcast for you, and I promise you won't miss a moment. And if you can watch it, then I would greatly appreciate you tuning in and watching the game, maybe muting the TV and listening to my commentary if you so choose. But thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. 5 minutes played in the opening period from DC. Game 5, the Bruins can win the series tonight. It's an elimination game for the Capitals. Marchand gains the line. Marchand back to McAvoy. McAvoy pass to the left circle. Here's a shot turned aside at the near post by Samsonov. Now behind the goal, it's Marchand. Marchand holds. Marchand to the near corner. Up top, now it's Bergeron. Bergeron through traffic. Misses the net. Now it's picked up by John Carlson along the end boards. Carlson will find Orlov. 6 minutes gone in period 1. This is now brought ahead by the Capitals. Lars Eller with a self-pass off the end boards. One back by the Bruins. Riley, the lead pass. Charlie Coyle through center. Coyle winding through, tapping it back to DeBrusk. DeBrusk fires. The attempted redirection went all the way to the far corner. Now it comes back out to the neutral zone. Bruins will dump it right back in. Getting there first is Brendan Dillon. And this will be cleared for an icing first of the game. Well, a fast-paced start to this one. It's been a very competitive series, even though the Bruins do have an opportunity to end it in 5 tonight. The first 3 games of the series went to overtime. Washington took game 1. Bruins took game 2 and 3. Game 3 was won in double OT. And then game 4 was the first game that was, really one-sided, as Boston, for the most part, dominated Washington in a 4-1 victory. This draw to the left of Samsonov. Here comes Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk shot off the mark, and that deflects up and out of play. 13:32 to play in the opening period. A very physical game. Chara delivering quite the hit on Smith. Physicality has been a theme throughout. We'll see how that affects the matchup as Game 5 continues after this quick break. No score early. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Beautiful day in Washington, D.C. I know here in Massachusetts, the temperature reached 90 degrees, actually. It was a very, very warm day here in the Northeast as we get set to resume play. Early stages of this one. I just saw that Carter subscribed to the channel. Much appreciated. I made sure to subscribe right back. If you guys do enjoy the broadcast, make sure you do subscribe. That would be much appreciated, as always. Thanks so much, guys, as we resume play. And a delayed penalty call here. McAvoy gains possession, and the penalty will be assessed. The first of the game, and heading to the box will be David Pastrnak. A tripping penalty. And the Capitals with an early opportunity to pounce as they'll head to the power play. Yep, just a loose stick catching Justin Schultz. All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Maple Leafs media. Even though I don't like the Toronto Maple Leafs at all, you're always welcome to tune in. And thanks so much for subscribing. I'll definitely subscribe right back at the next break in the action. But yeah, I appreciate you supporting me, and I'll definitely support you right back. Thanks so much for tuning in on YouTube. Of course, your Maple Leafs are in a good series so far. 1-1 between you guys and the Canadiens. I will say I hate Montreal more than I do Toronto. As a Bruins fan, Montreal is, my most hated team. So I'd rather have Toronto win than Montreal. I'll give you that much. This is back with John Carlson. Carlson back to Backstrom. Backstrom over to the right wing. Mantha with speed down the right wing wall, eventually turns it over. Here's Marchand the other way, looking to lead the break. Marchand will send it into the far corner as the Bruins make a quick change. Now the other way, it's Justin Schultz. Schultz will reverse it for Kuznetsov. Oh, Eller hit hard. What a hit that was delivered right after the pass was released. As I mentioned, physicality a factor immediately in this game as Boston will clear it the length of the ice, killing off this power play. For whatever reason, I believe they're having some technical difficulties on NBC's broadcast as they don't have the power play up on the scoreboard. We're probably about halfway through it. Eller taps it back. Here's Carl Hagelin. He hangs on to it. Hagelin to the back door. Might have been partially redirected, and Ovechkin couldn't get to it. Now here's a 2-on-1. DeBrusk cross. One-timer saved. What a stop by Ilya Samsonov to deny the Bruins of a shorthanded goal. Wow. What a stop that was. A 2-on-1 emerged for Boston. And DeBrusk took a big hit after releasing the pass. The Capitals with not a very good power play at all here. And I believe now a penalty will be assessed to Justin Schultz. It was Wagner from one knee with the chance, but Samsonov adjusting in time to get across the crease and deny that shot to the near post. Yeah, DeBrusk took a high cross-check from Wilson after the play. And so it will be a penalty against the Capitals. The Bruins on the power play. Face-off won by the Bees. Here's David Pastrnak. Pastrnak down low. Marchand across. Krejci holds. Now up high. McAvoy fires. That's saved. Now it comes out to Pastrnak. To the blue line, it's McAvoy. He'll send it over to the edge of the left circle. This is held by Krejci. Return pass for McAvoy. Now Pastrnak. Lines one back for McAvoy. 30 seconds into the Boston power play. Pastrnak holds. Back with McAvoy. McAvoy feeds it down low. Marchand under a bit of pressure. And that pass will escape the zone as the Bruins will reset. Pastrnak sends it forward. Dowd with the interception. Bit of pressure here on Washington. Marchand with the takeaway. Now it's Krejci up high. Cross ice, it's Pastrnak. Pastrnak back to the left wing. Pass nearly got away, but kept alive. McAvoy for Pastrnak once more. The pass stolen by Chara, and he'll clear it down the ice. Halfway through the penalty kill are Washington. As McAvoy will start it back up for the Bruins. Midway point of period one. Here on the right wing, it's Bergeron. Bergeron down low. Back for Bergeron. In the high slot, it's Grzelcyk. In the circle for Hall. He'll get it back from Grzelcyk into the slot. One-timer saved. Ritchie denied by Samsonov. And Samsonov ensuring that there was no rebound opportunity. Holding on with 35 seconds left on this Bruins power play. Hall setting up Richie there. Yeah, Boston doing a really good job of getting some good looks in front of goal. As that puck nearly caught by Samsonov, just able to make the save with the left leg, I suppose. That puck actually looked like got caught in his pants, I suppose, because it went by the left pad. That's certainly utilizing your equipment to the greatest degree there from Samsonov. That puck just nearly getting by, but not quite. Here is Coyle. Time running out on this Boston power play. Gaining the zone is Hall. Hall to the left wing. Here's a shot. Save made by Samsonov. Now Hall cycles high. Across to the right wing, it's Coyle. Now Grzelcyk, closing in his Hall. Shot saved. Rebound loose. But a whistle comes as Samsonov lost his helmet. And now both teams really getting into it along the end boards. The referees having to quickly take control of the situation. We've got Coyle and Hathaway. Looks like Brendan Dillon is going at it. A huge stop from Samsonov earlier on the power play kept Boston off the board. Still no score at Capital One Arena. It's an elimination game for the Caps, a possible series clincher for the Bruins. Action continues right after this. Welcome back in, everybody. Just past the midway point of period one. No score yet, 0-0 in game 5 of this first round series between the Boston Bruins and the Washington Capitals. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. This series has gone in favor of Boston rather quickly. The Bruins one victory away from clinching the series and moving on to round 2. Easier said than done, however. This face-off in the Washington zone to the right of Samsonov. Down against Krejci. Krejci wins it. Back it goes to Taylor Hall. Hall in the far corner. He'll now find Smith. Smith will wind it around to the left point. Now tapped over to Krejci. Given away. The Capitals will start up an attack. Dowd will swing one around the end boards. Kuznetsov couldn't corral that puck, although he wins it back in the corner. And this puck ends up coming towards Rask, who immediately covers up for a stoppage. What's going on? Travis, thanks for tuning in. How am I watching this game? It is on the USA Network for viewers in the United States. It's also televised in the local market. So if you're in the DC area, you can access the game, I believe, via NBC Sports Washington. And if you are in the Boston area, you can access the game on NESN. But the national broadcast is on the USA Network if you are in the United States. Here is Brendan Dillon. Dillon gives it away. Pass out in front. Closing in was Ritchie. Couldn't quite get there. Now it's one back by Wagner, and that one fired wide. Second chance. Deflected up in the air. And now out to the right point with Carlo. Carlo feeds it down low. Now sent around. Anthony Mantha looking to win the puck. And Schultz is there. He'll return. He'll get a return pass from Brendan Dillon. This one sent in deep. Eller on the chase. Oshie takes a fall. And now it's sent ahead as the Bruins will start it up through center. Bergeron in deep for Boston. Getting there is Carlson. Washington on the fast break. Down the right wing, it's Sherry with a chance. Pass to the back door, and what a save. Tuukka Rask with the denial. Now a second chance from the point. That goes wide. Orlov now sends one in behind the goal. Oshie chasing the puck. And his pass turned over as this will be flipped out of the zone and out of danger by Boston. Icing called. 7-11 to play in period one. Wow, Sherry with a great opportunity. Lars Eller with a pitch perfect pass, but Rask was ready. Big time save. Rask was really anticipating that pass, or else it probably would have gone by him. This comes out to center ice. Indirect pass handled by Rask. That's sent off the boards. Now Wilson with a chance. That's fired wide. Glove side. Now sent back in. Bruins looking to clear. This comes out to center. And now Kuznetsov back the other way. Kuznetsov will swing it around for Zdeno Chara. Chara down low. Kuznetsov's pass blocked off by, it looked like Charlie Coyle there. And now Ritchie with the swirling pass, but Coyle couldn't handle it. And now back with the puck is Nick Jensen behind the Capitals goal. Jensen will start up the attack. Zdeno Chara sends it around the glass, Back out to the neutral zone. Ovechkin steers it in. Jared Tenorti first to it. Ovechkin had it for a moment, poked away at the last second. Now it's Dillon at the left point. He'll wind one in. Long reach from Tenorti, poked it away from Backstrom. Here's Krejci gaining the line. Back pass through the legs. Hall on all fours, able to connect with Riley. Now Clifton a drive. Pad save made by Samsonov. This one hoisted to center ice. Batting it down is Clifton. Now here's Smith. Ahead for Krejci. Krejci holds the puck. Now up to the blue line. Unable to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Here's Ovechkin. Backstrom gives it away to Brandon Carlo. Here now is Mike Riley. He'll line one in behind Samsonov. Now a centering pass. No one there to answer for Nick Ritchie. And now on the race here with a chance was, it looked like, I think Lars Eller, and he was denied by Rask. Fast break opportunity there. Now at the other end is Chris Wagner. Wagner off the end boards. Now in the far corner, Corrali looking to win the puck. Wilson comes away with it, and now some open ice for Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov gaining the line. Kuznetsov with a drive. Standing up tall to turn it aside was Rask. 4.5 to play in the opening period. Now Kuznetsov. Around for Char at the left point. And now through traffic. Rask makes another stop. Denying this time Daniel Sprong. And that will take us to a commercial break. 4:18 to play in period one. Some big-time stops by Tuukka Rask has kept this one scoreless. final minutes of period 1 right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Final minutes of the first period. And look at that. Tuukka Rask with the most playoff victories in Bruins franchise history for a goaltender. He got number 54 on Thursday night, passing Gary Cheevers, who had 53 in the previous record. Rask in his playoff career, a 54-43 record, a 2.21 goals against average, a .926 save percentage, and 7 shutouts. Of course, a 2011 Stanley Cup champion as well. At that time, backing up another great goaltender in Bruins franchise history in Tim Thomas. Here's Orlov. Orlov to Oshie. Oshie across ice. Shot is saved. Now it comes out to the far corner. Puck battled for as Bergeron helps out Sonorti. And now space opening up for Boston. Pasternak dumps one in. Marchand on the chase. Marchand out in front. And a stick lift there. A penalty going against Oshie. Going against Marchand, who interfered with Oshie is what I meant to say. So the Capitals will have their second power play of the night. It was an underwhelming first power play display from the Capitals. We'll see if they can take advantage here. Oh, no, the high stick actually went on Carlson there. Excuse me. And so Brad Marchand is in the box. We'll see what Washington can do on the man advantage. 3:46 left in the period. Bruins win the faceoff, and that's immediately cleared by McAvoy. The Capitals on the power play against the Bruins in the regular season were 9 of 30. This series, 3 of 18. Here's Ovechkin in the Capitals' end. Ovechkin across ice. Coyle with some pressure. Now it comes back to Backstrom. Now Washington will finally bring it up ice. The pass couldn't get through to Mantha, and Boston immediately clear. 25% through this Washington power play already. As Samsonov will leave it for the oncoming John Carlson. Carlson reverses. Pass back to Backstrom. Now it's Mantha to Brusglas's footing. Now it comes to Carlson. We do have a scoring update in the other playoff game going on right now. The Colorado Avalanche have just scored a fourth goal against the St. Louis Blues. It's a 4-2 lead for Colorado, and that goal comes with under a minute to play. So it looks like the Avalanche will complete the sweep against the Blues. The Avalanche had the best record in the regular season, of course, or the most points, I should say. And it looks like Colorado will be the first team through to the second round. The Bruins looking to be the second team tonight. As DeBrus clears, Carlson retrieves. 30 seconds left on this power play. Here is Lars Eller. On his tail, it's Corrali. Corrali takes him to the boards. Now Eller finally gives it up. Pass up ice, and now skated into the offensive zone by Tom Wilson. Bruins can't quite clear yet, but now they will, as this is fired down ice. And that should just about do it for this Bruins penalty kill. Power play is up. Marchand out of the box. Here's Bergeron. Bergeron's deflected pass. Too far ahead for Pastrnak. Now Dmitry Orlov finds Carl Hagelin. Marchand spinning. Pastrnak. Cross-ice pass. Krejci whiffed on the shot. Now Nick Dowd trying to win it. Pastrnak swoops in. Pastrnak in front. Save made. Rebound loose, but the Capitals claim the puck immediately. Now it's brought the other way. Here's a chance for Washington. All the way to the end boards, it's Hathaway. Hathaway with a pass behind the goal. Save made by Rask, short side. On the rebound, it's gathered by Hathaway. Final minute of the first period. Here's a shot from the slot. And through traffic, Rask able to glove that one. You know, Mike Riley and Carl Hagelin were taking a couple hacks at each other. All the while play was going on. Obviously, these two teams don't like each other. If you haven't found that out yet, well, you're living under a rock. Face-off here taking place to the left of Rask. 55 seconds left in the period. Washington win it. That shot blocked. Another scoring update for you. Colorado have scored a fifth, and that game has gone final. The Avalanche have defeated the Blues 5-2. And so Colorado are the first team through to the second round as they sweep the St. Louis Blues. Ovechkin thrown off balance, but it will be a penalty here. Another power play for the Capitals. The Bruins have had a tough time staying out of the box here in Game 5. As Craig Smith is the guilty one here, and this power play will carry over to period 2. Yeah, Smith just took out the followed through on the left leg rather of Ovechkin, followed through, took him out. Easy decision for the officials. What can the Capitals do this time on the power play after Smith goes to the box for tripping? Well, Boston win the face-off and immediately clear. This goes all the way down to Carlson. Here's Ovechkin. Ovechkin winds one in. As I mentioned, the Capitals 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Inside the final 10 seconds of the period, here's Mantha. Mantha to Ovechkin. He winds up. Shot is saved by Rask. Mantha trying to get a shot on frame, but it's blocked by Carlo, and the horn sounds for the end of the first period. Well, plenty of power play opportunities for Washington, but Tuukka Rask has come to play tonight, and we're scoreless after 1 in DC. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. 1 period in the books. The second period coming your way shortly, but after the break, it'll be the first intermission report. No score in Game 5 between the Bruins and the Capitals. Welcome into the first intermission report, everybody. We're scoreless. Why does that say? Why does that say 1-1? I apologize about that, folks. Not sure what happened there on the scoreboard. It is 0-0. There we go. Sorry about that. It is 0-0. My apologies on that. Washington outshooting Boston just slightly, 10-9 in that opening period of play. There were chances at both ends for sure. I thought the Capitals honestly had the better of the chances, but Tuukka Rask made some big saves. The Bruins not really that disciplined either in that first period. 3 power play chances for the Capitals, and Washington could easily be winning at this point, but they are not. I'll get back to more reactions of the first period in the Bruins Caps game, but for now, I'll take a live look into the first round series in the North Division between the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets. This series shifting to Winnipeg. The Jets won both games 1 and 2 on the road in Edmonton. You feel like this is a game the Oilers have to have. This game in its early stages, 5.5 minutes played. And I'll just do some commentary of this one while we are at the first intermission of the Bruins and Caps. Here's a chance for Edmonton. Shot fired wide. Now the Jets looking to clear. And Winnipeg eventually do. That indirect pass will go all the way down ice, retrieved by the Oilers. Here's Draisaitl to McDavid. Those two yet to come alive this series. Now battle forward along the boards on the far side. For those of you just tuning in, given some bonus coverage here since the Bruins and Caps are at the intermission. Just a quick live look-in for a few minutes at the Edmonton-Winnipeg game. Here's Leon Draisaitl passing the slot. Just got caught up in the skates. But Edmonton retained possession. The Oilers all over the Jets in the early stages of this game 3. As that pass sent to the back door, wraparound shot, and it's poked in. What a nifty finish, and the Oilers have the lead. They strike first. Leon Draisaitl with some nifty stick handling, able to slot that one home, and it's just the start Edmonton we're looking for. Down 2-0 in the series, but leading game 3 early. Wow, McDavid just holding a shot. Was partially blocked and it fell right to Draisaitl, who managed to take it around the netminder, Hellebuck, and then was beyond the goal line, able to quickly sneak it inside the post and score into the empty net. What a finish from Leon Draisaitl. And Edmonton fans will be pleased to see that. The opening goal in this game comes just over 6.5 minutes in. The assist coming from Kokek and McDavid. Draisaitl's first goal of this postseason, I should say. And now let's see how the Winnipeg Jets respond. This puck in deep. The Oilers clear to center. One back by Winnipeg. A pass given away. The Jets trying to win it back. Battle for the puck on the near side. Edmonton gained possession. McDavid and Draisaitl, by the way, have never been held pointless in a combined, I should say, in 3 straight games. If either Draisaitl or McDavid went without a goal and assist tonight, that would have been a record for combined pointless games in a row. But Draisaitl scores early to put those doubts away. Rebound given up by Hellebuck. Edmonton have come alive here right away. Flying out of the gates. This puck wound in deep. The Jets looking to clear, and we have a stoppage in play. It looks like a hand pass called. So 12:15 left in the first period of that game. The Edmonton Oilers leading the Winnipeg Jets 1-0. Leon Draisaitl with the opening goal. And that is certainly a promising sign for Oilers fans. Meanwhile, coming up shortly, it'll be the second period of the Capitals and Bruins, an extremely physical opening period of play. No goals yet, however. I will get you set for period 2 on the other side of this quick break. Welcome back, everybody, into the first intermission report. Earlier tonight, just moments ago, actually, the Colorado Avalanche completed the sweep of the St. Louis Blues, Colorado, the first team to punch their ticket to round 2 of the playoffs. The Blues did get the scoring going early scored first, I should say, early second period. However, the Avalanche would respond in Avalanche fashion. A power play goal from Brandon Saad, who else, would tie the game at 1 apiece. And then this game would really start to come alive. Moments later, Colorado would take the lead. And the fans at St. Louis were not too pleased. A redirected effort in front by Gabriel Landeskog. And then in the third period, Colorado with a 2-1 lead. They'd make it a 2-goal lead, 3-1. Nice link-up play as Rantanen slotted one through the legs of Binnington. St. Louis then had their backs to the wall. They would keep fighting, though, the Blues, to try to avoid the sweep. About midway through the third, a power play goal would cut the lead back to 1 as Tarasenko would absolutely roof his shot. Then it was 3-2 Colorado. However, St. Louis just didn't have enough as they were desperate late, had to pull their goalie. Colorado would score in the empty net twice. A 5-2 victory for the Avalanche means that they have swept St. Louis. They outscored the Blues 20-7 in the series. St. Louis, the first team to be eliminated from the playoffs. Really a dominant series from Colorado. That's an Avalanche team that is playing their best hockey right now. And they reached the second round for the second straight season. That's a team who I wouldn't want to face in the playoffs. Of course, the Avalanche last season lost in heartbreaking fashion to the Dallas Stars. That was a 7-game series in the second round. Of course, the Stars would go on to make it to the Stanley Cup final before losing to Tampa. But I definitely get the feeling that the Avalanche are, almost on a revenge tour, because I thought last year they had the potential of, at least making it to the Stanley Cup final. I didn't really, see them losing to the Stars in that series, but that's exactly what happened. So Colorado sweeps St. Louis. They now await the winner of the Vegas-Minnesota series. The Knights have a 3-1 lead in that series, have an opportunity to clinch tomorrow. The Knights and Wild facing off at 10:30 Eastern time tomorrow night. Meanwhile, coming up after the break, I'll get the stage set for the second period between the Bruins and Caps. Don't go anywhere. It's Game 5 of this first-round series. Welcome back, everybody, into the first intermission report. This game between the Bruins and Caps just about set to start the second period. Meanwhile, also going on right now, north of the border in Winnipeg, it's the Jets and the Oilers. The Jets leading that series 2-0, but Edmonton have a 2-0 first period lead. Coming up next, it's back out to D.C. for the second period in Game 5. The Bruins, of course, with a 3-1 series lead, were scoreless through one period in the nation's capital. Welcome back. We head to period number 2 from Washington, D.C. on this Sunday night. Will this series end tonight, or will the Capitals force a Game 6 back in Boston? That's the question after one period of play. It's been all about the goaltending. Ilya Samsonov with some big saves. Rask at the other end also with some crucial stops. We'll see if something gives here in the second period. This is the first time in Samsonov's career that he started 3 consecutive games. Of course, Vitek Vanacek got injured in the first period of Game 1. Craig Anderson then replaced him and then started Game 2, but it's been Samsonov for Games 3, 4, and now 5. Here we go. Face-off at center ice. Keep in mind, Washington's power play does continue here into the second period. About a minute and a half to go on it. And here we go into the second period. Washington in red going from left to right. Boston white going from right to left. Washington's power play in the regular season about 25%, third in the league. Oshie directs that one to Backstrom, and his shot fired off of McAvoy up and over the glass for a stoppage. This face-off to the left of Tuukka Rask. Oshie against Bergeron, and a whistle suggests they'll do it again. The Capitals, this series, just 3 of 19 on the power play against Boston. They were 9 of 30 in the regular season against the Bruins. The puck will be dropped once more, and this time it's claimed by Bergeron without any redo necessary. He'll clear the puck. Back to retrieve it is John Carlson. Oshie will chase this one down. Oshie with the backhand pass up to the right point with Carlson. Carlson across the line. Ovechkin dumps one in. Now Backstrom passes it out to Carlson. He winds one in off the end boards and gloved against the side of the cage by Rask. Thanks, everyone, for tuning into tonight's broadcast. There's nothing like playoff hockey. Yeah, it took a bit of an awkward bounce off the end boards, but Rask was alert. Here comes a shot. Rebound loose in front, but the puck won't go in. It comes out to the left point with Schultz. Schultz dumps one in. Now Kuznetsov. He'll find Wilson. Back to Kuznetsov. Now in the high slot. Set up on the left wing, but having his effort blocked was Ovechkin's second opportunity, and a save by Rask. Point-blank chance. Kuznetsov can't fire one by Tuukka. Yeah, the second unit for the Capitals on the power play have actually created more chances and have had better looks than the first unit, you could argue. Kuznetsov with a golden opportunity from the right circle, but Rask turned that one aside, and we remain scoreless early second period. His faceoff comes to Rask, who steers it away. Now Kuznetsov passes it to Orlov. Orlov keeps possession. Eller cross ice, closing in and shooting wide was, I believe, Justin Schultz. Now it comes out to Kuznetsov, winds one in, and that's turned away by the right pad of Rask. This pass picked off at center ice by Kuznetsov. Sent in deep now. Rask controls and finds DeBrusk. Stretch pass all the way ahead into the offensive zone with Craig Smith. Power play has been over for a little while now. The Capitals now 0 for 3 on the night. Here is Hathaway, who dumps it in. This puck up the boards for Pasternak. Pasternak off the end wall. Closing in was Hall. Brendan Dillon got to the puck first. Now it's Riley. Riley to Pasternak. Pasternak winding his way through all the way in. Wraparound shot and he scores. David Pasternak with his second goal in as many games. And what a brilliant individual effort it is from David Pasternak. And 2 minutes and 28 seconds into the second period, the Boston Bruins strike first. It's a 1-0 lead. Pasternak first through the legs, then skating the goal line and taking it around Samsonov. And Jensen just never really decided to close in on Pasternak. Pasternak finishing at the back door, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Boston Bruins. What a goal from the top line forward, David Pasternak with his second goal of the series, of course, scored in Game 4 2 nights ago, and now scores in Game 5. We'll see how Washington respond. They have a chance. That puck stays out almost immediately after the faceoff to resume play. The Capitals with an opportunity to tie. Could not do so. This is steered aside by Samsonov. Now out to the point. Riley goes across the line. Here's a slap shot blocked in traffic. Now Ritchie wrestling with Backstrom. Bruins will tag up. Here's DeBrusk taking it ahead. Riley helps out, and he takes a very awkward fall into the corner boards. Lost his footing. Slow to get up. Here's DeBrusk gaining the line. DeBrusk shoots, fires wide. Now it comes out to the left point. Pasternak's goal, by the way, assisted by Mike Riley. Here comes Sprong, lays it back, and the one-time effort is smothered by Rask. Mantha with the opportunity for Washington. Well, going back to that Pasternak goal, I mean, certainly questionable defending by Jensen. I'm not sure why he didn't commit to getting a stick in the way. He basically let Pasternak take it across the crease. Nonetheless, a brilliant individual effort from Pasternak. Just a quick power move to get around the goaltender Samsonov. Here's Wilson a chance. That shot deflected over the boards. But Pastrnak, as I mentioned at the top of the telecast, after a bit of a slow start in this series, seems to be just waking up now, which is a scary prospect for the opposition. 5 games these playoffs, and now 2 goals. This draw to the left of Tuukka Rask, early stages of period 2 in the District of Columbia. Boston will flip it out. Now on the chase is Wagner. Wagner gets tripped up, and that will be a penalty against Dmitry Orlov. So the Capitals will be shorthanded, and now the Bruins with a legit opportunity to double their advantage. Sorry, it's Daniel Sprong penalized. He'll go to the box, excuse me. Oh, so it was before the play I alluded to. It was when Tenorti went to clear. Sprong, in the end, holding him back. Holding penalty assessed to number 10 on Washington, Daniel Sprong, and the Bruins to the man advantage. This puck immediately cleared off the faceoff win by Washington. Boston's power play 0 for 1 thus far. Here's David Krejci. Krejci up the boards. Now won by Jensen. Jensen into the slot. And that pass is picked off by David Krejci. Krejci around for McAvoy. McAvoy reverses, leaving it back for David Krejci. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. A 1-0 lead for the Bruins, thanks to an early second period goal by David Pastrnak. As that pass is broken up at the line, comes all the way back to Charlie McAvoy. McAvoy will start it up. 1:10 left on the power play. Krejci back to McAvoy, who will claim that puck before Hathaway can get there. Bergeron to Marchand. Marchand across ice. Pastrnak closing in. Shot just wide. Now it's started up the other way by Wilson. Wilson with a shorthanded chance. His shot deflected out of play. 43 seconds to go on this Bruins power play now. Zdeno Chara, by the way, playing his 200th career playoff game. 150 of them, of course, came with the Boston Bruins, where he cemented his legacy. That was miscontrolled by Carlson. It sparks a 2-on-1. Hall is in, but he misfires on the backhand. Hall feeds it across. Coyle controls with the skate. Now up top to Grzelcyk. He'll feed it over to the right wing. Passed into the slot. And the deflected shot cleared down ice by Washington. A missed opportunity there. Taylor Hall just completely whiffed on the shot. Was too quick for himself, it appeared. Hall now lost it at the blue line. Grzelcyk will reset the Bruins attack. Comes to Hall now, who will wind one in deep. The power play over for Boston. Sprong out of the box. We're back to full strength. Here's Hathaway. Hathaway a drive. And it's no problem for Tuukka Rask, who makes the stop. Going back to that chance for Hall, he quickly reversed to the backhand, and the puck was just out of his reach enough that he couldn't steer it on target. He was trying to roof that puck. Right idea from Hall, just couldn't quite execute in the end. Hall with 2 goals and an assist this series. His first points as a member of the Boston Bruins. In the postseason, of course. Here's Mike Riley for Boston. 6 minutes played in period 2. Chasing this pass is Corrali. Now it comes to DeBrusk. DeBrusk's return pass couldn't go through. Now Washington will turn it over at center ice. Indirect feed by Carlo. Corrali pokes it ahead. On the chase is Nick Ritchie. Corrali now battling for the puck. Down went Backstrom. And the Capitals will move it through center. Nice move. Backstrom is in. Glove save. As that one was snatched by Rask. 13:21 to go in the second period of play. It's a David Pastrnak goal that has the Bruins in the lead. Boston looking to punch their ticket to round 2 tonight. A win would do them just that. The Capitals facing adversity in an elimination game. I'm back after this. Welcome back, everybody, as the Boston Bruins and Washington Capitals battle here in Game 5 of this best-of-7 first-round series. The Bruins with the lead 1-0. Of course, they possess a 3-1 series lead. A chance to end the series tonight. This face-off to the right of Tuukka Rask. Won by the Capitals. Here's Dmitry Orlov. Orlov in deep for Connor Sheary. 13 minutes remain in period 2. Sheary goes down. Washington keep the puck. Here's Eller in the far corner. Behind the goal, it's lost by Sheary, but kept alive by Oshie. Now Oshie battling for the puck. Coming away with it are the Capitals. This one backhanded to the near corner. Now it's Carlson in behind. Sheary hits the brakes, turns the other way, pass out in front, but it's a quick cover-up by Tuukka Rask. This has been a very entertaining series. Maybe not so much if you're a Capitals fan, but if you're a Bruins fan like myself, so far so good. Hopefully Boston can finish the job tonight. Still a lot of time left in this game. This draw to the left of Rask. It's Krejci versus Kuznetsov. Controlled by Washington, but that was lost by Justin Schultz. Here comes Hall. Hall through the legs. Has forced to take it to the corner. Now up to the right point. Closing in and firing. Save made by Samsonov. It was Clifton with the chance. Now it's the Bruins once again starting up on the attack. Krejci gains the zone. Leaves it forward for Hall. Hall takes a big fall there as Tenorti fires one in. That unintentionally went off Smith. As Carlo dumps one in behind, Kuznetsov controls. Capitals looking to clear, but Smith steps up, keeps it alive. Here's Hall hanging on up to the blue line. Riley fires one off the far corner boards. Now Krejci swings one around. Riley's there. Back the other way. Pass out in front. Oh, whiffing on the shot was Smith. Another great chance for the Bruins. What's going on, Numb King? Yes, let's go Boston indeed. Love to hear that. Here's a chance for Washington. A glove save made as Rask denies Evgeny Kuznetsov. Thanks so much, Num King, for joining the stream. Yes, let's go Boston. Glad I have a fellow Bruins fan tuning in. Bruins up 1-0 here in Game 5. Yeah, rather routine save on that last shot faced for Tuukka Rask. Face-off won by the Bruins, and they'll immediately clear. This goes down for icing. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by tonight. Connor Clifton, in his playoff career, 29 games, 3 goals, 5 assists. He's actually done a very nice job in this series. Obviously, coming into a tough situation. And I think he's done very well, particularly on the penalty kill. Who scored Boston's goal? It was David Pastrnak, Num King. Yep, Pastrnak scored the Bruins' goal early in the second period. A great individual effort. Another face-off here, this time won by the Caps. Chara drive, that's blocked. Can't be cleared. That kept alive by the right glove of Ovechkin. Cross-ice pass. Carlo gets there first. He absorbs the hit from Ovechkin, and now Corrali starts it up. Now it's Curtis Lazar chasing the puck to the corner. Chara and Wagner involved in the wrestle match for this puck. The referees were letting them play it out, but now a whistle comes. Yeah, you absolutely gotta love David Pastrnak. A reminder that there's still so much more action in the first round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs currently taking place. The Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets. Meanwhile, tomorrow it's Game 5 between the Islanders and Penguins at 7 Eastern Time. That series knotted at 2 apiece. And then on Tuesday, it'll be Game 6 of this series, if necessary, at a time to be determined. Hopefully, that Game 6 won't be necessary, and the Bruins can end this one and end the series tonight. We'll see. Capitals need to win to stay alive. Earlier today, the Predators defeated the Hurricanes 4-2 in double overtime to knot that series at 2-2. Colorado, meanwhile, completing the sweep over St. Louis with a 5-2 victory. Meanwhile, at the first intermission, it's a 2-0 lead for Edmonton over Winnipeg. A great day of Stanley Cup playoff action. Here now is Charlie Coyle. Coyle waiting for support. He'll circle around. One hands it along the end boards for Jake DeBrusk. DeBrusk up to the point. Now fed down low. Battle for the puck. Midway point of regulation. Coyle out to Tenorti. His shot goes wide. Now it's collected by Hagelin. Hagelin up ice. Off the skate of Dowd. And now picked up by Tenorti. That was indirectly played off the half boards. And now Hagelin will start it up. Cross-ice delivery to Schultz. Schultz winds one in. Rask blocks it off along the end wall. Bruins can't clear. Pass ahead, just out of the reach of Oshie. And Rask holds on for the save. 9:36 to play in the second period. A close game in Game 5. An elimination game for Washington. And they trail by a goal thanks to David Pasternak's early second period goal. 1-0, Bruins on top. Action continues next. Welcome back, everybody. A reminder that next Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, it's the 105th running of the Indy 500 from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in Indianapolis, Indiana. Always a special event year after year. Meanwhile, in D.C., it's the home team trailing by a goal in a game they need to win. 1-0 Bruins over the Capitals. As we resume play with a face-off in Boston zone to the left of Rask. Eller controls the draw. Here's Carlson across the line. And Oshie's attempted pass blocked, and now it comes out to Pastrnak. Pastrnak lofts one forward. Marchand in pursuit. That got cleared away only as far as the blue line. Pastrnak keeps it alive. A winding backhand in deep by Bergeron. No one there. Eller absorbs the hit from Bergeron. Here's a attack for the Capitals. Shot to the near side, misses the net. Now Sherry. Oshie wins the puck. Now it's played over to the right wing. Carlson through traffic, and Rask makes another stop. Able to track that puck through a sea of bodies. Exactly 9 minutes to play now in period 2. Boston with the lone goal in this game that was courtesy of David Pastrnak about 2.5 minutes into the period. Yeah, Rask making that save with his left arm, able to tuck his arm in and make sure there was no gap in between his arm and body. Nice stop by Tuukka, who's certainly on his game tonight. Bruins win the defensive zone draw. Scoring chances 12-8 in favor of Washington, yet the Capitals have failed to find the back of the net. This puck flipped into the air. Now it falls to the blade of Mike Riley. Now rink wide pass. Smith lays it off to Riley. Riley lost it. And now it comes back to Anthony Mantha behind the Capitals goal. Ovechkin clears the zone. This falls back with Craig Smith. Ooh, a risky pass there, but Rask was alert, able to steer it wide of the net. And now it's brought ahead by Hall. Hall takes a big hit, gets back up, maintains possession. Winds one in deep on the backhand. And the Bruins will make a line change as this one is brought ahead by Dowd. Dowd under a bit of pressure here from Coyle. Backhand pass picked off by DeBrusk. However, offside's called at the line. Sorry, it was Clifton with the interception. .55 left in the second period. Sure, there's been some physicality in this game, which is expected, but I just feel like this game has lacked a bit of intensity up to this point. It's certainly there for the taking from Washington's perspective as Sprong shoots, save made by Rask, and the rebound collected by Ritchie, who comes away with it. Now it's Charlie Coyle. Coyle up the wall. Ritchie lost his stick. Now a battle for the puck. Bruins come away with it. Coyle trying to get there, but Sprong shielded him off the puck. Here's now a chance for Washington. The net comes off his pegs, and a whistle will come as the Bruins clear the zone. They won't let Boston change here because it was Tenorti who forced the net out of place. Let's see the replay here. Well, that doesn't give us a good enough look. Yeah, Tuukka Rask up to the test so far tonight. So far, so good. Preserving a shutout up until now. It looked like Tenorti just got tangled up by the skate. Obviously, he didn't intentionally put the net out of place, but he did. He did not. He was the one who knocked it out of place. So the Bruins not allowed to make a change. They win the defensive draw. Boston do, and now it's brought forward by DeBrusk. DeBrusk gains the line on the left wing. It's Ritchie. That's turned aside by the right pad of Samsonov. Now it's DeBrus, centering pass. Getting a stick in there with Samsonov. Now it's controlled by Dillon. Lead pass. Moved ahead by Sprong. Carlo gets there for Boston. And now Riley goes off the glass and down the ice. Orlov around for Carlson. Carlson can't clear. Now the puck fought for in the near corner. Corrali will wind one around. Ovechkin pressured. Now Corrali gains possession. Corrali up high, one-time shot. That goes off the corner boards. And dropping the shoulder there was Wagner. Wagner taking down Orlov, and losing a stick was Samsonov. He's able to retrieve it as the stick didn't get too far out of reach. Capitals get it out to center. Pastrnak gets tangled up. He goes down. Now the Bruins enter. Here's a shot. They score! A second goal for the Boston Bruins. It's Patrice Bergeron, the captain, and it's 2-0 Boston. A goal that really came out of nothing as Bergeron entered the zone and made no mistake on the shot. Pastrnak got tangled up. Riley picked up the puck. Bergeron with the zone entry going blocker side and beating Samsonov. Right down the middle, Bergeron took that puck, and that goal has made it a 2-goal lead. Let's go is right, Num King. The Capitals now with their backs to the wall, most certainly. Patrice Bergeron with his 44th career playoff goal. It's the most among the active roster for Boston, unsurprisingly. And now Washington trail by 2. The Bruins have only had 3 shots in the second period, but 2 goals. As that's an icing call. Capitals have had double the shots of Boston. Yet it's the Bruins up by 2. Wow, what a second period from the Bruins. It hasn't been pretty by any means, but they do possess a 2-goal advantage. That's Bergeron's second of the postseason. Riley and Pastrnak with the assists. That's saved at the line by Krejci, but now it's sent cross ice to Brendan Dillon. Dillon the lead pass. Here's Oshie. He lays it back. Nice pass to the back door, but Sherry's effort just over the bar and out of play. 5:18 to play in period number 2. The Bruins have doubled the lead. Patrice Bergeron with the goal from the slot. 2-0 Boston on top in a possible series clinching game for the Bruins. Welcome back, everybody. What's going on? Yoshi Bros, welcome into the stream. Oh, really? You got your vaccine shot today? You can't move your arm a lot? Yeah, I am. I got my second shot on Wednesday. So, but yeah, when I got my first shot, I had the same effects afterwards. I couldn't really move my arm for a day. But yeah. Probably not going to move until game 3 of Leafs Habs tomorrow. Yeah, that's all right. As the Bruins clear the zone, that will be an icing call. 5:09 left in the second period, and it's Boston leading 2-0. Face-off coming back in the Boston end. Yeah, exactly. You got to save that energy for tomorrow, indeed. Here's a shot from the left point. That goes wide. Now a pass out in front. Loose puck. Rask trying to track it down. It's still loose, but eventually covered up. And now a whole scrum in front of the crease. As Rask gets up and clears the danger zone. Washington are getting some good looks. That puck was loose for a while. Rask trying to track it down, eventually managed to cover it up. Yeah, absolutely, Yoshi Bros. There's a good possibility that the Bruins will eliminate the Caps tonight. Boston with a 2-0 lead here. Final 5 minutes of the second period. Here's Evgeny Kuznetsov. This puck comes out to the point. Now Kuznetsov a drive. That's blocked. Comes to Orlov in the slot. Batted away, but the Bruins can't clear the zone. Carlson now. Ovechkin's pass gets away, and it's back out to the neutral zone. Here's Kuznetsov now. Orlov gaining the line. Leaves it for the oncoming Tom Wilson. Wilson holds. Now some pressure from Krejci. One back by Washington. On the right side, it's Carlson. And his shot saved as Rask holds on. 4:09 left in the period now. Coming in June, it will be the U.S. Olympic team trials. And then, of course, on July 23rd, it will be the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Of course, 5-time Olympic medalist Simone Biles will take part in those Olympics. I am excited for the Olympics. I plan to cover many events in the Olympics here on my channel, including basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, and even some tennis. Obviously, the Olympics will be taking place at some strange hours here in the United States due to Japan being, I believe, 13 hours ahead. So some events will take place in the middle of the night, but the Olympics, a once in every 4 years occasion. So certainly worth staying up for or getting up early for. Oh, you want to stream? But the Leafs games are at 7 p.m. and that's around the time you eat. Yeah. Yeah, you wish they could play earlier. Yeah. Yeah, usually 7 is the earliest it gets for games during the week. Although some of the Bruins games have been at 6:30. Games 3 and 4 were at 6:30, which is a bit strange, different start time. Here's a chance in the slot. The backhand effort saved by Samsonov. Coyle just came swooping in with the chance. But Samsonov denies Charlie Coyle. It was just a bouncing puck, and Coyle, as I said, came swooping in with the chance. Samsonov with the denial. There was some pressure as well from David Pastrnak. Here comes the face-off to the right of Ilya Samsonov. Final few minutes of period 2. The Bruins have a 2-goal lead. It's won by Boston. Now Coyle skating the end line, finds Tenorti. Tenorti winds one around. To the far corner, it's Coyle. Coyle's pass picked off. Here's Garnet Hathaway for the Caps. Hathaway takes it to the corner. Tenorti gets a stick in there. And now one back by Nick Dowd. Chara to the high slot. Deflected pass gets through. Now it's back with Nick Jensen. Here's a shot that goes wide. Here's Chara. Chara closing in. That shot misses the net. Now Hathaway controls. Now pass around the back of the net. Chance out in front. And denied on the backhand was Hathaway. The puck still loose. Eventually the play whistled down as chaos ensues. Tenorti ultimately tackling Schultz, it appeared. Or no, tackling Hathaway. Yeah, due to the time the game starts, you don't know if you'll be able to just stream it. Yeah. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, Hathaway was hit hard there by Clifton along the end boards. And then Hathaway trying to sneak one in at the near post, but Rask said no. And then Tenorti and Hathaway were really going at it. Tenorti ultimately falling on top of Garnet Hathaway. Tenorti definitely big in stature, replacing Kevin Miller in the lineup. 2:41 left in the period. So the face-off will come to the left of Rask. Yeah. Sorry about that, Yoshi Bros. I'm not sure how that could work, but you know, maybe in the future I'll figure out a way. Here's Carlson. Passes to the left circle. That shot saved. Now it comes back to Carlson along the right wing boards. In behind the goal. It's moved up by Nicholas Backstrom. Pass to the back door, and Rask makes the stop. $2:21 left in the second. Yeah, that puck was just loose, and eventually getting a stick in there to fire a shot in on goal was Ovechkin, it looked like. Yeah, it was Alex Ovechkin with a chance. Washington still seeking their first goal of the game. Oh, yeah, you're right. The Leafs do play back-to-back. Yeah, tomorrow and Tuesday, right? Yeah, because their series has to catch up to the rest. Obviously, that was the last first-round series to start. In fact, this series here can be over tonight before Game 3 even happens between the Leafs and Habs. Here's Pastrnak winding around. Nice pass. Marchand couldn't find the puck. It was caught up in between the skates of Orlov. And pouncing on it was Samsonov to cover up. Pastrnak already a goal tonight. The Bruins with a 2-0 lead despite being outshot 29-13. Yeah, exactly. The Canucks, their COVID outbreak and all those postponements pushed back everything in the North Division, including the start of their postseason. Yeah. Minute 51 to play in the second. This face off to the right of Samsonov. Capitals win the draw. And now it'll be brought ahead by Hathaway blocked off by Riley. Clifton will swing one around. Kept in by Brendan Dillon, centering pass. Riley intervened. Now Hagelin lines one around. Loose puck picked up by Krejci. Krejci leading the attack. He gains the zone. Finds Hall. Hall centering pass all the way through, and it escapes out to center. This is moved to the near side with Riley. McAvoy, return pass for Riley. He'll dump one in. It's all the way around to the far side. Picked up by Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov pressure, turned over. DeBrusk the steal. DeBrusk blocked off in the far corner. Now it's picked up by Justin Schultz. Schultz to Kuznetsov into the final minute of period 2. As this will come back to Jared Tenorti. Tenorti's pass turned over to Carlson. Carlson ahead for Wilson. Final 30 seconds of the period. Or Wilson cross ice, redirected shot in front goes wide. Now it's Wilson in the near corner, pushed down by Tenorti. This puck comes out to the blue line. Here's a drive through traffic, blocked in front, and now leading the way is Coyle. 10 seconds to go in the period. Coyle holds. Now turning around is DeBrusk. DeBrusk pushed against the wall, and the Capitals will claim possession, but not enough time to get to the other end, as this is chipped ahead by Carlson, but time runs out, and that's the end of period 2. The Boston Bruins, in a 2-goal second period, have a 2-0 lead. Yeah, that's true, Yoshi Bros. The Bruins heavily outshot here in this game, yet they have a 2-goal lead, and Boston now 20 minutes away from punching their ticket into the second round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Coming up after a quick break, it'll be the second intermission report, where I'll talk about the Bruins' top line stepping up, and I'll also discuss the other game going on, as the Oilers certainly started fast on the road in Winnipeg. That's to come next on the second intermission report. It could be the handshake for them indeed. I'll be back after this. Welcome, everybody, into the second intermission report. Thanks for tuning in on the Sunday night, a 2-0 lead for the Bruins at the end of 2. So I got the scoreboard back up. There we go. David Pastrnak scored early in the second period. Great individual effort. And then it was Patrice Bergeron who doubled the lead later on in the period. And the Bruins are 1 period away from winning the series in 5. Can they finish the job in the third? We shall see. They certainly have a good opportunity to do so. While this game is at the second intermission, I'll take a quick live look in to that Edmonton-Winnipeg game, Game 3 of this series. The Jets leading the series 2-0, surprisingly winning both games 1 and 2 in Edmonton. No, Yoshi Bros. It was Pastrnak with the first goal and then Bergeron with the second. Pastrnak scored the first and then Bergeron had the second. Edmonton, meanwhile, leading Game 3 right now, 2-0 over Winnipeg, just past the midway point of the second period in this game, as that shot by McDavid is settled by Hellebuck. Those of you just tuning in, just taking a quick look into Game 3 of this Edmonton-Winnipeg series. Seems like a must-win for the Oilers, who are down 2-0 in the series. Favorites to win the series, of course. The Oilers certainly coming to play tonight, however. Face-off here to the left of Hellebuck, won by the Jets. They'll move it out through center. Pass to the left wing. Here's a shot. Save made as that goes out of play. Looked like Barry might have partially blocked that shot. No, you don't want to put me on the ice. I'm an okay skater, but I would look like a fool if I went on the ice for an NHL game. I can guarantee you that much. Winnipeg win the offensive zone draw. Here's Wheeler. Up to the high slot. Redirected pass into the protective netting, out of play. Still no fans allowed yet in most Canadian arenas, although I believe the Montreal Canadiens will be allowing fans for games 3 and 4 starting tomorrow night. Paul Maurice, of course, head coach of Winnipeg. Still in Edmonton's zone as the Jets look for their first goal of the game. 8:35 left in the period. Jets win the draw. Short side shot is saved. Now it comes out of the far corner. Edmonton managed to clear the zone. This puck all the way back behind the Winnipeg goal. Now to the right wing. What a move by Scheifele. Scheifele closing in. A glove side shot just off target. Now it comes back out to center ice. Bouncing puck. Changes being made by Edmonton. Nearly caught for too many men on the ice. Yeah, I know, Yoshi Bros. Yeah, they usually do the live look-ins during the intermissions for like 5 minutes, as you say, and then cut away. But hey, here's some bonus coverage. I mean, I can just flip over to NBCSN to catch this game as well between Edmonton and Winnipeg, as this is an icing call. Yeah, going back to that opportunity for Scheifele, it was Barry who, on one knee, was able to block that effort. Meanwhile, the Oilers were nearly caught for too many men on the ice. So close to a penalty there. Edmonton win the draw. Flipped on to Hellebuck, who covers up with the glove. All right, so 7:25 left in the second period of that game. Edmonton leading Winnipeg 2-0. The Jets have the 2-0 series lead. The Oilers looking to cut that series lead in half tonight. All right, after the break, I'll get us set for period 3 between the Caps and the Bruins. Yeah, for sure, Yoshi Bros. We definitely would hear Jack Edwards saying some funny comments if I did put on the Nesson broadcast, that's for sure. I'll be back after a quick break for more on the second intermission report. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the second intermission report. The Bruins possessing a 2-0 lead, looking to close out the series tonight, and they have a great opportunity to do so as we inch closer to the start of the third period. And Boston with 2 goals on 4 shots in that second period. Talk about taking advantage of your chances. And that first line for Boston has looked real good tonight. They weren't playing their best hockey early on in the series, but they've certainly come alive here as Bergeron and Pastrnak, each on the first line, scoring the 2 goals for Boston in that second period. And just great work all around from that first line of Boston. And Pastrnak with a nifty finish, and then Bergeron skating right through the middle, just ripping one blocker side by Samsonov. And I think you could say unexpectedly, Boston with a 2-0 lead, because the Capitals have had, I believe, more than double the shots of the Bruins. So certainly an interesting way that this game has played out, as the hits are 24-19 Washington. The physical play has been a factor throughout this series, of course, and that is no different tonight. As expected, a lot of physicality, some real big-time hits delivered on both sides of the spectrum. And that's just part of the series. A hard-hitting affair tonight. Both teams going after it. I'm sure we'll see some more bad blood in the third period as well. It's what playoff hockey is all about, right? It's what it's all about. Good physical series. And look at the second period shots. This just, really puts it into perspective. The second period shots, 20-4 Washington, yet the Capitals have failed to score. The Bruins, meanwhile, putting away 50% of their shots in that second period. The chances were far and few between for Boston, but they certainly capitalized on those opportunities, and that's why the Bruins have a 2-0 lead. What's going on? Monica, thanks for joining this stream. I appreciate that. What if I did a live stream with the Bruins and Celtics at the same time? Yeah, that's a good question. I have done that before, Yoshi Bros. I have done that before. It's definitely a bit complicated, switching back and forth, having to keep up with both games, but I certainly like doing it once in a while. And if they do have conflicting playoff games, there's a good possibility I would do that. What's going on? The boys, welcome into the broadcast. Yes, go Bruins, Monica, absolutely. I'm going to step aside for a moment, but after the break, I'll set the stage for period 3, 2-0 Bruins lead, 20 minutes away from a first-round series victory. I'm doing great, the boys. I'm a Bruins fan, as you can see, and I'm optimistic that my team can clinch this series with 20 more minutes to go as the third period is fast approaching. I'll be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the second intermission report. Welcome back, Connor. Thanks for hopping back in. Yes, go Bruins, go. Absolutely, man. Earlier today, in a busy day of NHL playoff action, the Colorado Avalanche were officially the first team to punch their ticket to the second round. A 5-2 victory over St. Louis meant a sweep over the Blues. Colorado now awaits the winner of Vegas and Minnesota. Can the Boston Bruins be the second team to move on to round 2? We'll find out. The third period is next. The Bruins with a 2-0 lead, looking to end this series in 5. This has been the second intermission report. Period 3 is on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. It's the NHL playoffs on this Sunday night. Welcome back in, everybody. We head to the third period between the Boston Bruins and the Washington Capitals. Yeah, goal horn is a good idea, Yoshi Bros. And yeah, I just saw that Nikolai Ehlers made it 2-1. Winnipeg on the board in their game against Edmonton. Zdeno Chara with a fantastic playoff career with Boston, 150 games, 15 goals, 41 assists. Just unreal career in Boston. I mean, the guy played 150 playoff games for the Bruins. That's remarkable. Now a Washington Capital, of course, facing his former team. And now his side, the Capitals, on the verge of elimination. Can Washington save their season here in the third period? We're underway in period 3. Here's a chance right away. They score 11 seconds into the third. And it looks like it's TJ Oshie with the putback on the rebound. And just like that, it's game on. The Bruins' lead has been cut in half. Sorry, no, it was actually Connor Sherry there. Sherry actually cleaned up his original miss. A pad save by Rask, but the putback on the rebound as that was roofed into the back of the net. What an electric start to this third period. And finally, the fans at Capital One Arena have something to cheer about. What a finish from Connor Sherry. 2-1 the score. Game on here in period 3. In the far corner, it's David Pastrnak. He'll find Bergeron. Back with Pastrnak. Bergeron cycles high. One-timer off the mark, I should say. And now the other way, it's the goal scorer, Sherry. Sherry had it taken off his stick by McAvoy. Now a battle for the puck on the far side. Grzelcyk swoops in and finds McAvoy behind the goal. Wow, what a fast start to this third period from the Capitals. Now it's saved at the line. Mike Riley closing in. Riley trying to tap it over to the left circle, but couldn't connect with Smith. Here come the Caps once more. It's Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov, tight angle shot. It goes wide. Now it comes all the way back to the Boston zone, to the Washington zone, I should say. It's retrieved by Brendan Dillon. The Capitals, though, what a big goal that was to start the period, because now they have a lot of confidence, only trailing by 1. To the skates of Wilson. That was Sherry's first playoff goal. Oshie and Orlov with the assist. First goal of these playoffs, I should say. DeBrusk sends it wide. That effort blocked. And the loose puck is picked up by Brendan Dillon. Dillon takes it behind the goal. Now finding Schultz. Given away here. Lazar, pass out in front. Wagner couldn't control. The intervention came from Backstrom. Now the other way, it's Mantha. Mantha's shot misses the net. Lazar delivers the hit. Puck kept in the offensive zone, but the pass won by Lazar. He goes down, gets the pass off to Corrali. Battle for the puck. Corrali sends one around to the near side. Here is Wagner to the corner. Lazar trying to work himself free. One-time shot fired over the bar and out of play from Chris Wagner. Well, I'm nervous now, Yoshi Bros, now that the Capitals have scored. I am a bit nervous now, so. But hey, Bruins still in the lead, so it's all right. Got to keep my hopes up here. Early third period. Face off here to the left of Ilya Samsonov. It's won by the Bruins. Marchand sends it cross ice. Now it's Bergeron. Bergeron with a chance. Getting a glove to it with Samsonov. Now Pastrnak pursues the puck in the near corner. It's fought for on the near side. Bergeron for Marchand. Sent across. Here's a drive. That goes wide. Here now Pastrnak. Bergeron's effort deflected off of Dowd. And here come the Capitals on the break. In transition, gaining the line was Hathaway. His effort saved by Rask, who holds on with the glove. It's obviously an elimination game for Washington. One they need to win to keep their season alive. This face-off will be to the left of Rask. Won by Washington. Quick shot. Rask made the save. Now it comes out to Kuznetsov. Along the end boards, it's Kuznetsov again. Pass up high. Got away from Dillon as the Capitals dump it back in. Centering pass. Bruins win the puck. Lead pass controlled by Krejci. Krejci. Now around for Smith. Smith back in deep. Centering pass here, but it's cleared away. Timely intervention there as the Capitals send it down ice and ice the puck. Tenorti got there for Boston. Washington with 34 shots compared to Boston's 14. Yet the Bruins still have a 1-goal advantage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to the broadcast. This draw to the left of Samsonov. It's Coyle against Kuznetsov. Coyle wins it. Back to Clifton. Clifton in deep. Here's now Ritchie. Washington will move it out to center. Tom Wilson winds one around the end boards. What's going on, Addy? Thanks for tuning in. Who do I think is going to win? I'm going to go with my Bruins. Here's a centering pass. Rask got to stick to it. Although the Capitals are certainly knocking on the doorstep, Addy. But I'm going to say the Bruins pull it out here and end the series tonight. That finds Ritchie. Ritchie across the line. Poked ahead by Riley, but the Capitals win it back. Here's Sherry. Nice pass ahead. In the slot is Oshie. Knocked off balance by Riley, and the net comes off its pegs as Oshie went sliding into the goalpost, and play is halted. Yeah, Oshie just got knocked off his skates, slid right into the goal alongside Rask. Capitals certainly looking like a team who has belief here in the early stages of the third period. Off the faceoff, this puck comes all the way down to Orlov. Orlov will swing one around out to the neutral zone. Lofted the other way on the backhand by Ritchie. Dealt with by Samsonov. Nice pass to Backstrom. Backstrom lost it at center ice. Corrali knocked off balance. Bruins make a quick change. That pass blocked by Marchand, but able to recover was John Carlson. Carlson off the glass. One back by Bergeron. He gains the line. Onside. What a pass. Marchand the chance. That goes just wide. Now it's Pastrnak. Pastrnak closing in. He lost the handle. Couldn't get it on goal. Wow, Bergeron really set up Marchand well. Just couldn't quite put it away as that unintentionally hits the skate of Marchand. Offsides called with 14:10 to play in the final period of regulation. Yeah, Samsonov just got enough on that effort by Marchand. Breakaway chance in the slot. As Marchand tried to slot it low blocker side. But the Bruins are denied of a third goal. Stays a 1-goal game. This comes down to Justin Schultz. Now around for Kuznetsov. Here's Ovechkin. Delayed offsides. The Capitals will tag up. Now here's Clifton. Clifton, a lot of open ice to attack. Clifton with the zone entry. Here's Smith. Smith lost it. Stripped away by Nick Jensen. Jensen now leading the attack. That's broken up at the line. Taylor Hall with a nice defensive play. Hall will skate off. Puck with Jensen now. Chara, nice move to get by Ritchie. And Chara gains the line, but offsides called against the Capitals. 13:19 to play. It's a 2-1 game. A goal 11 seconds in the period for Connor Sherry has given them belief. Yeah, absolutely, Addy. Scary incident with Tavares the other night. Hopefully he is doing all right indeed. When I return, it's back out to Capital One Arena. An epic third period here. Bruins hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Welcome back. 2-1. The Bruins up by a goal. Capitals got off to a great start in the third period with a goal from Connor Sherry, and Washington really all over Boston in this third. The Bruins just holding on to that lead. We'll see how the rest of regulation plays out. Sherry's been all over the ice tonight. 1 goal on 3 shots. Just 7 minutes of ice time, but certainly making the most of that time on ice. Face off on the near side in the neutral zone. Won by the Bruins. This is back with Brandon Carlo. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Kuznetsov's there. He finds Ovechkin. Ovechkin met by Ritchie. This one in deep. And Brandon Carlo plays it indirectly off the boards. This goes back to Justin Schultz. Capitals make a quick change. Final 13 minutes of play. Schultz taps it back for Brendan Dillon. Now back with Schultz. Stretch pass here. We'll get by Sprong. Tenorti there first for Boston. Now the puck fought for Mantha with a backhand effort. Puck loose in the slot. Backstrom comes in, taking it to the far corner. This is swung around to the left point. Chara to the high slot. Now it's Jensen closing in. Jensen to the end line. Now back up top for Zdeno Chara. Chara drive. Puck blocked in front. Loose underneath Tenorti. And now Corrali controls. Corrali ahead. And finally the puck leaves the zone. This is tap forward for Anthony Mantha. Mantha will swing it around. Getting there was Curtis Lazar. Wagner gets that puck away from Sprong. And now A battle for the puck on the far side. Tenorti helps out. Now it comes out to Clifton. Clifton turns around. Backhand pass up the wall. Puck still can't escape the zone. Now it will. Brought ahead by Lazar. He has no support. Lazar will hold. Takes it behind the Washington net. Waiting for support. Lazar now feeds it around to the far side. Here's Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk in behind the goal. Marchand off an awkward bounce. Sends one to the slot. Loose puck. Eventually corralled by the Capitals. Getting there was Lars Eller. Eller the lead pass. Chasing it down full speed with Sherry. Capital One Arena is loud right now. Here come the Bruins in transition. Puck out in front, but the pass blocked off by Orlov. Capitals can't clear. Bergeron with the tap ahead. Couldn't quite get it to Pastrnak. And now the other way, it's Connor Sherry. Sherry entering the zone. Puck goes wide of the net. Sherry tracks it down. Now around it goes. Marchand couldn't gain control. Now Krejci applying some pressure. Puck back with Marchand. He clears the zone. Down that puck will go. Not enough for icing. Carlson retrieves about midway through period 3 in an intense Game 5 of this first-round series. This is carried in by Carl Hagelin. Hagelin to the corner. Now sent around to the far side. This is Schultz. Schultz centers. And denied by Tuukka Rask. Second chance. Dylan fires wide. Now it comes out to the point. The Capitals creating a plethora of chances here in the period. Dylan another chance. Redirection off target. Picked up by Dowd. His pass turned over. The steal by Smith. Smith finding Hall. Hall dumps one into the corner. On the chase is Smith. Dylan looking to shield the puck. Now it comes out to Hagelin. Hagelin leading the attack for Washington. He'll fire one off the far corner. Boards as Tenorti meets Dylan. Now Coyle behind the net. That takes an awkward redirection off the ledge of the boards. Now comes back behind the Washington goal. This is held by Jensen. Out to center ice. A one-goal game here in Game 5. An elimination game for Washington. As Ovechkin will fire one around. Here's Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov looking to center. Puck loose near the post. Bruins able to clear. DeBrusk sends it out. Now with it is Jensen. Nice lead pass. Here's a chance. Blocker saved by Tuukka Rask, denying Tom Wilson. Now the other way, it's Jake DeBrusk. Shot from a ways out. Turned aside by Samsonov. This puck fought for now on the near side. With it is Brendan Dillon. Now Mantha on the end of this one. Mantha drive. Blocked short side. Tuukka Rask with the save. Now here's Backstrom in the corner. It comes out to DeBrusk. DeBrusk finding Corrali. He'll chip it ahead. Getting there is Daniel Sprong. Sprong the indirect pass. Now it's Backstrom. Backstrom the return for Sprong. Sprong flying down the left wing. Centers, but no one there for Washington. Corrali nearly got there for Boston, but now it's Sprong still with it. Carlo picks it up behind the Boston net. A lot of uninterrupted play here in the third. 8 minutes remain now in period 3. Capitals will start up once again from their own end. Orlov finding Jensen. Jensen rink wide for Sprong. Sprong back to the right wing. Here's a chance. Play to the back door. And Rask got a piece of it, it appeared. Now a 2-on-2 emerging at the other end. It's Pastrnak. Pastrnak has his effort broken up. Bergeron has a chance. He scores! Patrice Bergeron, his second of the game. The Bruins reclaim a 2-goal lead with 7:35 left in the third. It's a 3-1 game, and Bergeron has his second. Just absolute heartbreak for Washington, who are all over Boston, creating chance after chance, and then the Bruins with an opportunity the other way. The Capitals just couldn't clear, and Bergeron there to pounce, roofing that puck from the left circle. And the Pastrnak screen certainly played a role into Samsonov being unable to get a piece of that puck. Probably couldn't locate it as that shot was whipped into the top shelf. Patrice Bergeron has made it a 3-1 game with 7.5 minutes to play. And the Capitals once more find themselves down by 2 with time running out in perhaps their season. Puck loose in the slot. And we have a penalty here. We haven't had I don't think we had a penalty the entire second period. Despite it being a physical game, all of the penalties happened in the first. It looks like a cross-checking penalty will be called. We'll check on that after the break. Patrice Bergeron with his second of the night has made it a 3-1 game. Bruins up by 2. Welcome back in. Yeah, you are right, Yoshi Bros. I might be able to get some sleep tonight since it does appear as though the Bruins are on the verge of advancing to round 2, although there is still time left, and there was indeed a cross-checking penalty assessed. It looks like Mike Riley is the one in the box. I'll confirm that in a moment. Meanwhile, the Capitals with a power play opportunity get an immediate shot on target, but a stop made by Rask, just 6 seconds coming off the clock. Yeah, it was a cross-checking penalty against Mike Riley. I can confirm that. Yeah, that's a good point, Yoshi Bros. If the Bruins do clinch the series tonight, they will have a pretty substantial amount of rest because they have to wait for the Penguins Islanders series to end, as you say, and we know that series is at least going 6. Since it's 2-2. So that series won't be over until at least Wednesday, if not Friday. So, yeah, that is true. As Bergeron comes away with that puck, now Marchand will send it ahead on the backhand. Here's Carlson with the puck. Carlson finds Oshie, taps it back to Kuznetsov. Marchand took a tumble. Backstrom gets it back from Carlson. Backstrom into the right circle. Backstrom a shot. Save made. Puck is loose. And now a fight for it in the slot. It finally comes towards Rask and eventually cleared away by the Bruins. Who knows where that puck was, but it never went across the line. That much I can say. Here is John Carlson. Carlson sends one around. Now a pass up high. Ovechkin's one-timer just off target. Now on the far side, it's Lars Eller. Eller holds in the corner. Eller out in front. Kuznetsov a chance. And that's parried over the bar by Rask. Tight angle shot and they score. It's Lars Eller on the power play. Rask is furious right now. He thinks he was interfered with. And this will certainly be looked at. But as of right now, the Capitals have once again made it a 1-goal game. Lars Eller with a power play goal. Bruce Cassidy and his coaching staff are deciding whether or not to challenge here. Let's take a look. Well, He certainly, it appeared as though Rask had enough time to get back into the position, and Eller somehow able to slip that one in short side. Let's look back. Well, he did get pushed from behind for sure. Well, Rask certainly does have a case. He was certainly pushed out of the crease by Kuznetsov, and Rask was clearly at a disadvantage because of that. This, I definitely expect to be challenged. And it looks like they've chopped the goal off the board. Yeah, so the referees have actually overruled their decision of a goal. So now if you're Peter Laviolette, do you challenge? So the referees conferred and decide that it was indeed a goaltender interference as Kuznetsov interfered with Rask. And now does Peter Laviolette challenge, as I say. Yeah, so it was one of the officials who came in and waved it off after the goal was originally given. I don't know if I can come to Toronto anytime soon, Yoshi Bros, with the border restrictions and all of that. But yeah, maybe next year, a couple years down the road, I could come to Toronto, and that would be cool to go to a Maple Leafs game for sure. Absolutely, that would be fun. I've actually never been to Canada, but I would love to. As Carlson has a chance, that shot blocked. So it remains a 3-1 game, and the power play is over for Washington. Riley out of the box. Here is Oshie. Oshie into the slot. Here's an effort. Saved by Rask. Bruins trying to clear the zone. Can't do so yet. Carlson feeds it down low. Pass into the slot. Backstrom had possession taken away. We're into the final 5 minutes of play. As Bergeron brings it in, now it comes around for Pastrnak, who leaves it for Marchand. Marchand behind the goal. Feeds it to Bergeron. Bergeron, a nice pass. It was misfired by Pastrnak. It appeared as though Samsonov was out of position as well. Here's Marchand now. Marchand had his deflected pass get through. Bergeron. No, sorry. Marchand with a chance as Pastrnak set him up. The Bruins with multiple chances to put this game to bed and put this series to bed. It stays 3-1, 4:15 to play. This is played off the end boards. Hall with a nice one-touch pass. Krejci sends it ahead for Smith. Smith chasing the puck. Now it's fought for along the end boards. Comes free for Wilson. Desperation time for the Caps. Orlov into Wilson. Wilson gathers. Now a one-time shot. Puck loose. Rask made the stop. And now a tripping penalty will be called. What a sequence that was. It's Daniel Sprong for the second time this period going to the box. With 3:42 left, the Boston Bruins are going to the power play. Boston on the verge of winning the series. The Capitals thought they had a second goal, but Rask was interfered with, and the goal was chopped off. Can the Bruins close it out next? We'll find out. Welcome back. 3-1 Bruins lead. The Capitals, with their season on the line, are certainly in a desperation situation. I thought I saw what I saw. Yeah, the goal light behind the goal went off when the puck clearly didn't go in. I'm not sure why the light was triggered, but it went off for whatever reason in the after a shot that clearly did not go in. And so the Bruins go to the power play. Here's Bergeron in the final 3.5 minutes of play. As Sprong was the box for tripping. Bergeron, indirect pass off the corner boards. Pastrnak will send it around. Here's McAvoy at the right point. Bruins 0 for 2 on the power play today. Here's a one-time drive, but that's saved by Samsonov as he swallows it up. 27 seconds into the power play. You wish you were in Boston? Yeah. Someday you'll maybe come. Yeah, Boston's a cool city. It's a cool city. Yeah, TD Garden's awesome, man. It's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've been to a Bruins game at TD Garden. It's a very fun experience. I've also been to a Celtics game at TD Garden. Face-off won by Boston. McAvoy across the line. Now Krejci. McAvoy on the right wing. He gets it back from Hall. Diagonal pass. Grzelcyk controls. Now Smith. Grzelcyk back up top. Bruins just keeping it away from Washington at the moment. As time keeps on winding down. Here's a chance in front. Laid back to McAvoy. McAvoy gets it back at the point. Another diagonal pass to the far corner with Grzelcyk. Smith will move it along, looking for Hall, but finally Washington able to clear. This goes all the way down to Matt Grzelcyk. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. Here's Bergeron from ways out. That's just off target. Now the Capitals will start it up through the neutral zone. Wilson spinning over the line. Now it's controlled by McAvoy. 2 minutes left in perhaps the series. Here's Bergeron off the leg of Chara. And now taken the other way by Oshie. Oshie's cross-ice pass nearly picked off. Now it will be stolen by Bergeron. The power play expiring. Out of the box is Sprong. Here's Pastrnak down the right wing. Pastrnak all the way through. Still going. Nice pass. What a save by Samsonov. Samsonov's without a stick. That shot goes off the near corner. Now it's Marchand. Avoids a hit. Feeds it high. Carlo across the line. Heavy first touch. But now Riley dumps it in. It's now a pass in the slot. Coyle's effort blocked. Samsonov lost his stick again. But no worries as Washington clear. Samsonov heading to the bench. Empty net. Extra man on the ice for the Caps. Orlov took a big hit as the Bruins will shovel it down, clearing the ice. And no icing here. Lazar took a big hit. And now the Capitals will start it up. Here's Carlson. Lead pass for Kuznetsov. Final 52 seconds. That's knocked away from Backstrom. Corrali looking to score in the empty net. Instead finds Wagner. Wagner in the corner. Absorbs the hit from Ovechkin. A battle here in the corner as time ticks away. Here's Bergeron. His effort blocked in the slot. Half a minute remains. Now it's Bergeron. He'll hoist it forward. Corrali on the chase. Here's Backstrom. 15 seconds left. Nicholas Backstrom ahead for Lars Eller. Eller gains the line. Passes out wide. Here's a shot. Rask turns it aside. The horn sounds at Capital One Arena, and the Boston Bruins take down the Washington Capitals in 5 games. The series is over. 3-1. The Bruins win the series. A Game 5 victory means that Boston are moving on to the second round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. And by the way the series started, it certainly looked like one that could go the distance, but instead it ends rather quickly in 5 as the Boston Bruins win 4 in a row after losing Game 1 in overtime. I certainly didn't see that coming, but the Bruins get the job done in 5 and will now sit back and await the winner of the Pittsburgh-New York Islanders series, which is currently tied at 2 apiece, with Game 5 scheduled for tomorrow night at PPG Paints Arena. The traditional handshake takes place. Zdeno Chara on the losing end against his former team. Tough to see, of course. Zdeno Chara, obviously a Bruins legend, and many of his former teammates shaking his hand, paying their respects. Must be a tough way to go out for Zdeno Chara, and who knows how much is left in him this in his incredible career. Don't show him. So as we see at the end of every series in the Stanley Cup playoffs, the traditional handshake takes place. Pastrnak going in with the hug with Chara. McAvoy and Chara embracing. Of course, McAvoy was under the wing of Chara in his rookie season and in the early stages of his career. Chara, obviously, almost a mentor for McAvoy. McAvoy, one of the top defensemen now in the National Hockey League. And we'll see if Chara's back with the Capitals next season. You know, he's going to go as long as he can before he has nothing left in the tank. But the Boston Bruins win the series in 5. They're the first team from the East Division. Well, I guess that's only 2 series, but they're the first team from the East Division to move on to the second round, awaiting the winner of the Penguins Islanders. As I say, the Capitals salute their fans at Capital One Arena. Their season does not end the way they wanted it to. It was looking good at the start for Washington after a Game 1 overtime victory in front of their home fans. But then the Bruins responded with 4 consecutive wins to take this series. And now move on to the second round. Obviously, it's just 1/4 of the job done for Boston. They were obviously eliminated in the second round to Tampa Bay last year. They won't meet Tampa Bay until at least the Stanley Cup semifinals this year. And let's hear the post-game thoughts of David Pastrnak, who, of course, had a goal tonight.
Obviously, with this Washington club, you dropped Game 1, but then it seemed like you guys took the series over. What did you see as being the difference for you guys in the series?
I think, first of all, obviously, it was a great battle, unbelievable series. I think very physical and very high skilled all around. So I knew from the first Game 1 and first shift that this series is going to be a lot of fun. And you know, obviously happy to be on top and moving forward. But again, Washington, unbelievable team and great battle. So yeah, happy.
We got to see in the handshake line a lot of hugs with former captain Zdeno Chara. Can you share with us what you guys said in the handshake line and what was it like to face him in this series?
Well, always difficult, you know. He's been an unbelievable leader and in the league for so long and so many experience in this kind of game. So we knew it's going to be battle, you know. And at the end there, obviously, we've been in his room, and especially for me, you know, he was a big part of me growing up as a pro and a person in here. So, you know, obviously, it was the first we talked in a while. So, you know, really wished him a good luck and the best, and hope to see him soon.
You guys are going to get some rest now. You don't know who your next round opponent will be, but what's going to be the key for you guys going forward if you want to make a trip to the Stanley Cup Finals once again?
Well, definitely, you know, rest up next couple games, enjoy the free time a little bit, get our bodies ready for the next series, you know, and so we are 100% ready for our next opponent.
Well, David, I appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, guys.
All right, there you hear the thoughts of David Pastrnak, who really came alive in the last 2 games of the series, a goal in each of them, including tonight. And the Boston Bruins defeat the Washington Capitals 3-1. They win the series 4-1. The Capitals season comes to a close. The Bruins, meanwhile, are moving on to the second round where they'll face either the Penguins or Islanders. Of course, I will be on the call for that series, whoever the Bruins do face. I'll be on the call for it here across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Much appreciated. Yeah, Yoshi Bros, for sure. In the future, if I can make a trip to Toronto, I'll certainly let you know if I do. As I'm signing off, my name is Samuel Reese. So long. The Bruins win the series in 5 games. They are on to the second